Now, you mentioned that you provide also strategies for obtaining wellness. What are some of those, aside from, of course, the biomagnetic side? Are you recommending things like infrared saunas for detox, or any herbal remedies, blue light glasses? There's so much out there, but what would you recommend to most people as far as that?
It's so funny you bring up the glasses to block the blue light,
Which I'm wearing
because
right now.
I was looking for mine, and I was like, oh man, I don't have. I left them at the office, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. We can get wellness from a lot. You know, we're in front of technology screens. That's absolutely necessarily. We all need those types of glasses. But you know, I think something very, yeah, I say yes to all of the above. You know, every time anybody asks me, hey, what do you think about this? I tell everybody, I think you should try it. I think you should go for it. Don't hold yourself back. If you're thinking about it, you're thinking about it for a reason. It's not, not because I said yes or no, it's because it's calling you. Go for it, explore it. But there is one thing that it doesn't cost you anything other than gasoline to get somewhere, and a lot of people love this. I say, hey, you guys, especially the ones that are living with a lot of, and who isn't? I mean, who doesn't carry baggage from life, just life? And so what I tell people is go to a place in nature. I go, we got the beach here 20 minutes away. But other people do come from a distance. So go to some meadow, go to a river, go to a lake, somewhere out in nature, because it cannot be your bedroom or your car or your backyard. You have to be somewhere out there in nature. Find a nice, comfortable place to be in, and then you're going to vent out loud. And so someone showed me this, told me about this some years ago. And he said, you know, the idea here is to vent pretending that you're speaking to the parent of the opposite sex. So us guys, we pretend that mom is right there. Hey, mom, this is what's going on, and this is how I feel. And when I was a little kid, this, and when I was a teenager, that, and at school, this happened, and you know, and then you just go on and on and on. And I've had people, and I put that's in the book actually, the one that you own. I put that in there. I thought it's such a valuable exercise. I've had people, random strangers, call me and email me just to say that exercise alone right there radically changed their lives, like overnight type thing. And because we begin to see that the problem is not the world. It's not the neighbor. It's not everyone. It's ourselves. We're the problem because we keep holding on to resentments and regrets and all that stuff. So the moment we free ourselves of our own baggage, that we dump it out, then that's it. We're free now to deal with today's issues, because today will present something new. So may as well, you know, deal with it free of yesterday's stuff.
So simple and so powerful, right? Because you know it's free. It's something that you could look at on the surface level and say, yeah, that's really going to help me from my chronic disease. It absolutely can, if you allow it, because most of us don't even realize that what we're carrying around in us is so heavy that it just weighs us down in a form that we're not even really certain how far it goes. We know there are things like the PNEI system, where psycho, neuro, endocrine, immunology, they're now connecting all of these, that it starts in your head, stressors go down, the cascade goes into the biochemical effect to disrupt your hormones, to disrupt immunity. But in reality, I think as we continue to study this in 10, 20 years, we'll realize it's every single system in our body, everything, not just the neurological and endocrine and immune system, but you're going to need, 20, different letters there, because it's connected to cardiovascular, to everything. And that idea of release is really important. And I think that's a lot of what even biomagnetism is about. It's about trying to release, get things out of the body, function properly. And a lot of times it's not what you're trying to put in. So many people look for the supplements, the pills. What can I add and put into my body to help me? A lot of times is, what can you get out of the body? My father always used to say that. He's like, stop trying to put so many things in there. You need to get things out. And sometimes it starts in your mind, in your head. That's the beauty when you can get to zero, as they say, and things like Ho'oponopono and so many beautiful techniques are about getting to zero. That's where you find peace and health and healing. So I really like that idea of venting, going out into nature and isn't nature and being in nature, and you could say even things like earthing or grounding, isn't that a form of biomagnetism? Because the earth has its own magnetic field, right?
That's true. That's true.
So, when you're looking at things like, all right, you want a really, really subtle and easy way to do some sort of biomagnetism, go outside, put your feet into the ground, into the soil, and feel those waves, in a sense, rush through your body and try to correct that.